Candidates for State Senator, District 27. Rebecca Rios. Party, Democratic. Campaign funding, traditional. Website, no website submitted. Arizona has been home to me and my family for 5 generations. I am committed to working hard to see Arizona thrive and to leave it a better state for my family and yours. As the AZ House of Representatives Democratic leader, I lead the fight for increased funding for Arizona's school teachers and students. I secured $10 million for opioid addiction treatment for the uninsured. Led the fight against special interest tax breaks. Voted to protect kids' care, workers' rights, women's access to health care, and in-state tuition for DACA students. I fought against dark money buying our elections, voter suppression, and discriminatory legislation aimed at LGBTQ and immigrant communities. My strong record of legislative experience and leadership has earned me endorsements by teachers, labor, firefighters, nurses, women's groups, public safety, child advocates, human rights, and environmental groups. They know I will continue to be an outspoken fighter for a better quality of life for all Arizonans. I have been honored to represent the families and communities of LD 27. I will continue to work with integrity and determination, speaking out and taking the lead on issues that impact our communities. I would be honored to have your vote. Garland Shreves. Party, Republican. Campaign funding, traditional. Website, www.garlandaz.com. I want to improve the lives of those who live in our district, regardless of economic status, political labels, or backgrounds. I grew up poor in South Phoenix in a multicultural home, the youngest of 9 children. People are afraid to walk in the neighborhoods, cars stolen, homes burglarized, businesses robbed, and citizens murdered. The victims of these crimes deserve a senator who will do something about the crime rate. The crime rate has a direct impact on economic development. Higher paying employers will not come until the crime rate is brought under control. Reducing crime will reduce auto and homeowners insurance and increase home values. I will protect your right to send your child to a traditional public school, a public charter school, homeschool, or school out of our district. The current incumbent doesn't support your right of school choice. Criminal justice reform, mental illness, homelessness, water, education, poor internet service, protection for foster parents, protecting Second Amendment rights are important issues. As a business owner, I will advocate for small businesses. Creating opportunities that lift people out of poverty is important. Join me in making a better, safer, caring community. Please watch videos on website. Candidates for State Representative, District 27. Reginald Bolding. Party, Democratic. Campaign funding, traditional. Website, www.reginaldbolding.com. State Representative Reginald Bolding was elected by our community, South Phoenix, Laveen, Tempe, Guadalupe, in 2014, 2016, and 2018. Bolding was also elected to serve in Democratic leadership by his colleagues and now serves as the House Democratic Whip. Growing up in poverty as a child, Reginald was inspired to make a change to provide better opportunities for our youth. He turned down a full-ride law scholarship to become a teacher in South Phoenix. There, he helped his students make tremendous growth in the classroom. He currently uses this experience to fight for our kids at the legislature as the ranking member of the House Education Committee. At the Capitol, Bolding has been one of the most vocal and successful Democratic legislators passing bills that affect our community. Reginald is the sponsor of a law that provides free state IDs for all homeless veterans. He believes in healthcare access and has sponsored legislation that lowers the cost of medication for seniors. He has led the fight against predatory lenders, voter suppression, and bailout tax cuts for irresponsible corporations. With that said, Reginald's biggest accomplishment is being a husband and father of 2 little girls. Vote for experience and leadership. Vote for Reginald Bolding. Catherine Miranda. Party, Democratic. Campaign funding, traditional. Website, Miranda4House.com. Education. As a former educator, administrator, and school board member, I know children are our future. That's why, as the ranking member in the Senate Education Committee, I fought for proper funding for our schools, classrooms, and our children. Education comes first for me, which means your children will always be my top priority. Business. District 27 is positioned with access to transportation arteries, which include air, rail, and ground. It's imperative that I worked, supported, and encouraged the passing of the United States-Mexico-Canada Agreement so we can bring more jobs and economic growth to our thriving communities. Families, community. I'm born and raised in District 27. No one understands the community bonds built throughout our neighborhoods like I do. That's why I fight to keep our families together and always be a strong advocate for all DACA recipients and work to strengthen our relationships with our diverse community so we can grow. Veterans. As the daughter of a veteran, I support all educational programs which help veterans get back on their feet and stay on their feet when they return to our community. They fight to protect us abroad. We fight to provide and protect them here. Tatiana Pena, M. Party, Republican. Campaign funding, participating. Website, Tatiana Pena for az.com. Tatiana Pena was born, raised, and currently resides in South Phoenix. She attended schools in the Roosevelt District, as well as Frank Elementary, Fees Middle School, and Mountain Point High School. At South Mountain Community College, she served as student government president and earned the nomination for the All-USA academic team. She earned a bachelor's degree in multilingual and multicultural education at Arizona State University. Her mariachi violinist father trained her to play mariachi guitar, vihuela, and sing. More recently, she's completed a master's in public administration from Grand Canyon University. She's worked as a teacher in public, charter, and private schools. She is married and has 3 daughters. Knowing how valuable a good education can be to give children better opportunities for success, Tatiana values giving children and families educational equality through school choice. She believes that in order to preserve a healthy middle class and not fall into bad policies, AZ cannot keep raising taxes and over-regulating. She's pro-life and believes in protecting the innocence of children from radical ideologies aimed to change moral virtues. She believes in prison reform with a focus on rehabilitation and family reunification once society's debt has been repaid. Diego Rodriguez. Party, Democratic. Campaign funding, traditional. Website, www.diegorodriguez.vote. I am proud of my record during my first term in the State House of Representatives. I have kept my promise to fight for our working families and supported full funding for our public schools, access to affordable health care, good paying jobs, and real criminal justice reform. I have faced many challenges during my first term in office, and I have done my best to make sure my constituents know that I am available to help them whenever they need me. I have done my best to ensure my constituents know I will do the work necessary to help improve their lives. I have done my best to send a clear message to everyone that the people of LD27 have a fighter in their corner, and we will not be ignored or overlooked. I have done my best to carry our community's values into the hallways, committee hearing rooms, and onto the floor of the Arizona House of Representatives. I humbly ask that you give me your permission to keep working on your behalf and that you re-elect me as your state representative.